Hello, I am here in the National Museum of History. I am a historian and feral tourist guide in the National Museum of History, and I would like to make a virtual tour to understand the Mexican history. Okay. Well, first it all, we're located exactly in a summer house by the Galvez family, since the 1785 year. In the year 1827 until to the year 1833, the Mexican government decides to introduce another very important evidence in the Mexican history, like a military college, military academy times. This is the scenario for the 14 moments of the Mexican history and the 3 foreign interventions. The first with the Spanish conquest, the second when they used Marines to barrage out the military college, and the third and the last with the French occupation. And now we're located exactly in Alcázar, in a very important point in the Mexican history. Beautiful place too. We are located exactly with a beautiful murals painted by a Mexican painter called Ramon Antonio González Orozco. Year 1872, 1867. González Orozco. Antonio González Orozco paints this beautiful mural to represent the Battle of Puebla in the 5th May of the year 1862. When Benito Juárez, in the year 1857, can understand 85% for the older Mexican houses in the year 1857 was controlled by the Catholic Church, the Vatican City tentacles in Mexico, especially. By this situation, Benito Juárez starts with a liberal movement against the Catholic Church, fighting against the Mexican troops. This is the French troops fighting against the Mexican troops. This is the Mexican troops. And the Argentinians, Belgian soldiers, and the French troops fighting against the Mexican troops in the Fort Soler de Guadalupe in the 5th May of the year 1862. Beautiful heritage. This is Benito Juárez, the first Indian president in the Mexican history, the first liberal in the Mexican history. Benito Juárez goes directly to the Mexican northlands, directly to El Paso del Norte, today El Paso, Texas, and Ciudad Juárez, the U.S. and the Mexican border. The same point here, Benito Juárez established the capital of the Mexican Republic by 4 years and back to Mexico City, to the National Palace, the historic center of Mexico City, exactly in the year 1867, the July 15 of the year 1867, Benito Juárez, this is Benito Juárez, back to Mexico City, with Sebastián Lerdo Tejada and Miguel Iglesias, José María Iglesias, sorry. The Mexican people celebrates when Benito Juárez back to Mexico City. The Republican Bulletin represents the propaganda used by Benito Juárez. Benito Juárez. And the Century 19, the Republican Bulletin represents the propaganda used by Benito Juárez. This beautiful mural represents when Benito Juárez back with the final victory against the Second Mexican Empire. The crowns, the flowers, represents the victory with Benito Juárez against the Second Mexican Empire. This is Mariano Escobedo and Porfirio Diaz in her white horse. The two military generals took aims directly to the Mexican troops, directly from Querétaro City. And Benito Juárez back to Mexico City with the same black carriage. This carriage is the same carriage used by Benito Juárez. The 4x4 carriage used by Benito Juárez. Amazing, right? A beautiful carriage used by Benito Juárez. Especially is made with skin, letters, wood, bronze, and metal, with the Austria and Hungary crown. And the Republican Bulletin represented by Benito Juárez. A French carriage, year 1855. Amazing, right? And this another carriage came directly from France, year 1862, with the most important evidence too, with the Austria and Hungary crown, mixed with the European elements. This beautiful carriage represents the most important evidence. Benito Juárez erased all the imperial signs, exactly in the same point here. Let me show you. This signs was erased by Benito Juarez when Benito Juarez back to Mexico City. 25 days later, Maximilian was executed in Mexico on June 19 of the year 1867. This is a beautiful French carriage used by this the same gentleman. Originally called like Ferdinand Maximilian Joseph von Habsburg and Lothair. Dated July 6 of the year 1832. Was the second son from the Vienna Palace from Vienna, Austria. Imagine where is the French painter to paint this beautiful evidence. This is the French painter to paint this beautiful portrait in the year 1865. His name, John Busset. Beautiful. Amazing. And this is Maximilian. See the Maximilian eyes looking to Benito Juarez and Porfirio Diaz. Because they killed him. Nice. And this is Jose de la Cruz, Porfirio Diaz Mori. Porfirio Diaz with a beautiful evidence too. This Porfirio Diaz in a horse, painted by a Spanish Catalan painter called Jose Cusax, 1901 year. This Porfirio Diaz, Mexican president, detained in Mexico by 28 years since the year 1876 until to the 1910. Mexican president. See the Porfirio Diaz eyes looking to Maximilian because he killed him. Nice. Beautiful, right? Amazing heritage. And this carriage came directly from the Lombardo Veneto community present directly to the Shadow of the Empress and the Maximilian hands. Directly from Cesare Scala factory, Milan, Italy, year 1864. Italian Baroque style, Rococo style, Italian Baroque style, directly from Cesare Scala. Cesare Scala, Milan, Italy. A beautiful carriage. Represents the Mexican Conservative Party sign used by the Catholic Church in Mexico. The Austrian crown mixed with the Belgian elements. Beautiful. Represents the Austrian crown mixed with the Belgian elements inspired by the Shadow of the Empress. If we have the possibility to open the door, we have the stairs to aboard the carriage inside. Beautiful. Amazing. Wow. And this is another beautiful portrait painted by Jose Cusax too. Taylor did for the French military journal by the French troops. The French troops marching towards from Puebla directly to Mexico City. And the aliens, see the aliens, the Belgians, and another prisoners, the Mexican troops, surrounded by the French troops with the white flags. Amazing. A modus vivendi by this important evidence. Beautiful heritage. Wow. And now we continue with this beautiful room introduced by Porfirio Diaz in the year 1876, because we're located exactly in the first building in Mexico with electricity, telegraph, telephone, movie theater, and an elevator. Amazing. A beautiful dress, a French dress used by the Shadow of the Empress. Shadow of the Empress came to Mexico with 24 years old, and Maximilian came to Mexico with 32 years old. Very young people, but without experience, without political experience, to implement a new republican system in Mexico. Oh, yes. This is Shadow of the Empress. Very young. And her family. Shadow of the Empress called it originally like Charlotte Leopoldine Clementina von Capricorn-Sajonia, and changed the European names by the Spanish names exactly in the year 1864. This is the Margarita Massa and his husband, her husband, Benito Juárez García. Benito Juárez and Margarita Massa, the Benito Juárez wife. Nice, huh? See the chandeliers, directly from France, year 1894. Introduced by Porfirio Diaz. Originally, we're located exactly in the stables and the horses in the medieval college times. Imagine this place 155 years ago, like a military college. The place about the stables and the horses in the military college times. And this is Maximilian. Beautiful. Painted by Joaquin Ramirez, year 1866. The Austria over crowns with the commonest chapters. Today we preserve 3 commonest chapters like this. This is the same commonest chapters. Oh, and this is the French pistols used by the French chronicles. The French soldier needs approximately 2 or 4 minutes to charge and recharge these weapons. Imagine, right? Amazing. Wow. Beautiful. This is the signs by the Mexican Conservative Party in Mexico, the Catholic Church, obviously, their religion and the independence. By this reason, Maximilian introduced in the Mexican eagles the Austria-Hungary crowns in the eagle heads. When Mariano Escobedo Porfirio de Benito Juárez back to Mexico City, decides to cut the crowns in a symbol by revenge against the Second Mexican Empire. Without crown, without empire. Amazing. See these beautiful details. Amazing. And now we continue with this beautiful heritage too. The ecclesiastical articles directly from Carrara, Cesar Escala factories, and obviously too from the Miramar Castle from Italy. Amazing heritage too. Beautiful, right? See the original monogram used by the Maximilian before to arrives to Mexico. Beautiful. And see the details, especially. Wow. And now we continue with very important articles used originally by Maximilian. For example, the signs by the uniforms used by Maximilian. The M's by M, it means the Maximilian Imperator de Mexico, the Maximilian Emperor of Mexico, with the Austria over a crown. Amazing. See the details. Beautiful, right? And other articles used by Maximilian. Beautiful. This is a beautiful French clock used by Maximilian. And the French binoculars used by the Empress to see the most beautiful view from here, from this point, because we're located exactly in the most highest point in Mexico City and the most ancient point in Mexico City. And now we continue with this beautiful heritage. See the 100th anniversary by the Mexican independence, directly from amazing point, Tiffany's and Company, Tiffany's and Co. Tiffany's house from New York City. For example, the jewels always used by Porfirio Diaz with ivory elements. The seal for the stamps used by Maximilian. And this is a beautiful, amazing city details of this beautiful box with the gold elements introduced by Porfirio Diaz. Porfirio Diaz introduced the gold, the flora and the vegetation from the Mexican lowlands to the Mexican southlands, the railways and the paper ships. Amazing. A beautiful heritage. See these beautiful details in the same point. And another important elements, the French masonry introducing these important elements. The French hat used by the Freemasons. And the numismatic coins introduced by the Guanajuato Bank. Ramon Casa Castañeda was a Mexican banker from the Banco de Guanajuato, introduced beautiful elements too. Amazing heritage. Beautiful. Nice. Wow. Another important elements. This now we are looking exactly with the most important evidence with Maximilian. Maximilian, Imperator de Mexico, with the Austria-Hungary crown. Beautiful details. Amazing. And now we continue with the crowns. The crowns was introduced by Benito Juarez when Benito Juarez back to Mexico City with a final victory against the Second Mexican Empire. Wow, amazing. These beautiful crowns, the three silver crowns, especially is made with the silver crowns. These are silver crowns with a gold shower, decorated with emeralds and rubies. See this beautiful jewel. Amazing, right? Amazing. And directly from the San Marcos University, from Lima, Peru, sends congratulations to Benito Juarez to implant a new republican system in Mexico. For example, Oaxaca, Lima, Peru, Costa Rica, Colombia, and the United States support the Benito Juarez heritage always. Meanwhile, all the European countries break with all the chains against Mexico because a European march was executed in Mexico. Amazing. And now, the French cruisery used originally by Porfirio Diaz. See the PD letters. Amazing. Inside of the deposit of national history, we consider approximately 4,392 pieces like this. A big collection used by the 100th anniversary by the Mexican independence. Beautiful. And now, hello. And now we continue with a travel bag used by Porfirio Diaz. Lighters, jewels, perfume boxes, and other elements. This is carry element, to share, with a very important evidence too. Amazing heritage. Beautiful. Wow. See the beautiful view from here. Wow. And now we continue with a reading room used by Maximilian with a Louis XV shirt style directly from France. Beautiful. See the perfect view from here. We are located exactly. This is the first castle in America with European monarchy style. The Grasshopper Forest is twice a half more bigger than the Central Park from New York City. It's the third urban park around the world. And see the details. Hello, hola. Oh, amazing. See the Ferdinand's Arrel Velvet introduced by Maximilian. It's only a replica. Represents gentlemen playing bowling, cricket, the same point here, playing cricket, badminton, racquetball, and other elements too, to represent the Mexican history too. Beautiful heritage. A place for the games room used by the Maximilian Channel the Empress too. Nice. Beautiful, right? Nice. And now we continue with the smoking room. A beautiful room introduced by Maximilian Channel the Empress too. These chairs came directly from the it's a knuckle chair chairs directly from Philippines, and the bezels inside came directly from Indochina. Indochina and Philippines represent the most important heritage when Napoleon III and Maximilian introduced another French colony in Mexico, together with in alliance with Napoleon III King of France. Beautiful room. Exclusive room only for the gentlemen. Only for gentlemen. And now we continue with this beautiful room, a dining room, used by Chalo the Empress Maximilian. Beautiful. See the perfect room. All the rooms was introduced in the year 1897 when Pedro Telles Toledo, a Mexican ebanist, introduced this beautiful evidence, especially with the chandeliers, the woods, the cedar woods, and see the lot of flowers. Amazing heritage. Beautiful. Amazing. I love this room. It's my favorite room. Together with the entertainment room too. Beautiful. Wow. And the empty room. A beautiful room introduced by Porfirio Diaz especially. The same point here. The two chairs we can to show the RM letters on the chairs. Beautiful. Amazing room. Wow. And now we continue with the Le Champs-Élysées Mexican style avenue, especially in the same point here, because we are located exactly on the middle with a perfect symmetry with this beautiful castle. Amazing, right? This beautiful avenue, a French avenue, was introduced by Maximilian Charles the Empress in the year 1864, when Napoleon III, King of France, was the first French president with a French parliament, like a King of France, and it was the first, the first and the second pioneer by the construction with the Le Champs-Élysées Mexican style. By this reason, sends the maps to introduce the Le Champs-Élysées Mexican style. Beautiful, right? This is the Polanco neighborhood. The Polanco neighborhood, the Anzures neighborhood, the La Roma La Juárez neighborhood, and La Roma La Condesa neighborhoods. A beautiful neighborhoods introduced by Porfirio Diaz in the year 1906. The pyramid of the Empress Emperor Avenue continues with the first public and garden park in America, introduced by Luis de Velasco in the year 1574. Today, the Central Avenue. Beautiful view. Amazing. Well, this is the end of the tour. 24 minutes of this beautiful heritage in the Mexican history. My name is Rolando Guzman. I am a historian, travel tourist guide, and a lawyer student here in Mexico City. See you the next time here. I am your tour guide here in the National Museum of History. Nice to meet you. Be careful with the coronavirus and another virus. Bye. Thank you.